Y'all got a lot going on, boy.
Man, a lot going on.
It be a lot, man.
I'll tell you, man.
There's a lot going on with y'all, boy.
Every day.
A saga and shit.
Well, what do you know about?
Man, I mean, I don't. I just be watching. I just be like, these niggas crazy, bro.
That's how we feel watching you.
This,
Your life.
my who?
Your life.
What about my life?
I mean, you got a lot of wild shit going on.
Of course. That's always, man. I'm trying to be as peaceful as I can. They keep poking the bell.
Nah, facts, man.
They keep poking the bell, bro.
But we haven't heard any like really huge news in a little bit, right?
Yeah, nah. It was the last one was the with my ex-wife and shit. She said I pulled a stick on her and shit like that, but I beat it, case dismissed.
Oh, that was dismissed. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's fire. But we got to dig into the old school shit because I've been a fan for a long time. So,
oh man,
for the people out there, this is an interview that I've been wanting to do for a long time. The Gunplay interview is officially going down. Shout out to my man Remo, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Man, yeah, I feel like when you came out, like, we, as like me and everybody I knew, like lost their mind. Like, this is one of the hardest rappers of all time. So for sure, I don't want you to think this is gonna be another like TMZ style interview that I'm sure you've done plenty of.
I'm ready. I'm fully prepared though. But I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Like,
absolutely.
You just, I feel like you got like. As far as like real rap fans, like even when I mentioned like, oh, we interviewing Gunplay tomorrow in the group chat, bars. People start quoting their favorite bars and just like really.
I love it. Hey man, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate my fans, man. Y'all really is true. Like, you know what I mean? I do this shit for y'all, man. Facts, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah.
So give us a little bit of who a young Gunplay was in terms of just coming up in the game and everything prior to the world getting introduced to you.
I was born in El Paso, Texas. My mom is Jamaican, my father Puerto Rican. They was in the Army. They divorced at 3. They both was from New York. My mom was from Queens. My father was from South Bronx. I moved back there. I was 10 years old. That's when I got into hip hop. I left when I was 10, but before and during those 80s period, I fell in love with hip hop. That's when hip hop started being.
But you're saying you were in New York up till you were 10?
Up till I was 10.
Wow. So you absorbed a lot of the culture and the excitement about hip hop at that point?
Exactly. Like all of that. Like when it was just like, it was taboo.
Yeah.
Hip hop was taboo for real, you know what I mean? In the music industry, there was just like, but it was growing so rapidly, man. And you know, when my Adidas came out and Eric B and then you had the Panther movement, Public Enemy and all of that and it was just so many facets of hip hop that it was conscious, it was drug dealing, it was shooting, it covered all bases, you know what I mean? And it was a hell of a time to be alive, man, I must say, for real.
Definitely. So you feel like you brought some of that same enthusiasm when you moved out of New York?
When I got transplanted to Miami, it was just like overnight. I went from, you know, city life to like, I moved to Miramar, and Miramar is on the county line of Carroll City, right? They're right next to each other. So, when my mother moved there, it was an influx of Jamaicans, Haitians, Bahamians, all islands was coming into Miramar. So within 3 years, it went from white and Spanish to just all Jamaican and, you know, Haitian and Bahamian, all islands. And by the time I was 15, you know, I was moving and grooving, and I was, you know, hanging out in Carroll City and, you know, doing my thing, and I was smoking at the park, and next thing you know, somebody was having a birthday party for their daughter, dude named Earl, and I heard some freestyles, and I went over there, and they was like, man, go over there, man, they rapping, man, go over there, man. So I go over there, I grab the mic, I start rapping, and then the dude brought me to his vert, baby blue, 7.6 or 7.5 with the 17-inch chrome Dayton's, white stripe, white rag, white guts. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I'm starting a record label, man. I want you to be the first artist. This is like a dream to a kid.
What year is this?
This is 1994, 5.
Wow, okay. Early.
Yeah, 95. And when you know, that's a dream to a kid. You just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know, back in the days, them verts was like, you know, that was the money car back in the day. Fuck a Benz, you got a vert. So maybe 6 months, he put me in the studio. I did my first record at Slip and Slide Studios, and Funk Boogie, he was the producer for Slip and Slide at the time. He recorded me. And 6 months later, a little bit down the line, Earl met Teflon Don. Which is today, y'all know him as Rick Ross. You know, his name was Teflon Don. He said, man, hey man, this dude, he's like a down south Biggie. You know what I mean? I want y'all to do some music together. So, you know, the moment I met him, man, we had the same hunger, the same passion for the music. You know what I mean? The same drive. You know, and I trusted his vision.
And so,
you know what I mean?
By that point, are you fitting in as like a Florida rapper, or are you still seeming kind of like a New York cat to them, or had you kind of outgrown that?
I was like just finding myself, so I was just me. I just, whatever I would sound like, it was just whatever I would sound like. Sometimes some people would be like, man, you sound like you from up top, and then from when I'm up top, they'd be like, you sound like you from down south. Like, so I just said whatever, it's both. You know what I mean? Because I grew up there, you know, when I was young, so came down here, you tend to pick up the lingo and stuff like that just over time, and you know, and then you get a Gunplay, man. You know what I'm saying? Mixed all that shit up, you get a me.
What was your original rap name? Do you have one before Gunplay?
Yeah, I wanted to be a DJ at first. Okay. Right? So I named myself DJ MC because I wanted to rap too.
There you go.
Got my turntables. There was the Geminis. Back in the day, Geminis, so you couldn't really chicka because your shit would just jump. You know what I'm saying? And so I just said, man, fuck all that, because I had to buy records and shit like that. And I said, man, I'd rather do the writing. So I just started writing, man. And then, you know, years down the line, I just said, you know, I got that, my lyrics, man. I'm Gunplay, man. And then, you know, later on down the line, gun charges later, Gunplay later. And yeah.
So when you meet Ross, is he already rich?
Nah, man.
Not really there yet.
We was both poor, man. We were both broke, man. You know what I'm saying?
But people already were impressed by him musically?
Yeah. He was doing this thing around the city, and people was like, you know what I mean? He I ain't gonna say he was broke. Well, he was still, you know, I was at my old girl house. He was still at his old girl house, but probably by the time he was 19, probably like a year later, he had bought a crib over there in Pananchi Estates, nice crib over there. Yeah, right there, right down the street from my dog. You know what I'm saying? Bought one over there, and you know, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't broke. Like, you know, when I first met him, we was all, you know, he had his Ram truck. Then he got it painted the sunburst orange to the gray on the Dayton's. And then he had put, I don't remember if y'all remember the VHS tapes and shit like that. That he had before niggas had that shit in there.
He had it in the whip.
He had it in the whip, and we used to watch Faces of Death.
Oh wow,
facts.
I seen that when I was a kid too. Yeah,
we used to watch Faces of Death in that bitch, dog, and he had Teflon Don on the side, and you know, looking for artists and shit like that, and that's when we met Torch.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5 a month. It really helps support us, and it also gives you early access to all of our content. Let's go.